Hello there, welcome to one of Joey's one-off specials. So you do these from time to time, you know how it is. It's Dungeons 3. I've played Dungeons 1 and 2, but Dungeons 3 is my favourite one. Let's start a campaign, the main campaign.
The Gehenna Stones, after leaving the vestiges of Tristram, the shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen target, a dark elf named Talia.
Here you go.
A long, long time ago. The absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's super-secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from its super-secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean. It immediately had a fleet built. This was so powerful that it covered the horizon from north to south and was manned by the best and most powerful creatures at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent, left the harbor, and sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well. The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind. The great paladin Tanos, hero of the totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow. He was visiting the fatiguing library in Tristram with his comrades to see his foster daughter Talia.
Well now, Talia, tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Yes, dear father, I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to do evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent! I am proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up a few matters. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country. Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Janos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. Your daughter. You can count on me.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Yuck. Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing, and the next moment, whomp! With a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the Shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close. As the shadow of the unspeakably evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered. Animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family.
Now, I'm not going to be doing much talking because Kevin Biting is God and his commentary is insane. But it's essentially part RTS with this little map in the bottom left corner. I think you can see the mouse. I hope so. Let's see. You may not be able to see the cursor, but I'm basically pointing at the mini-map. It's part RTS, so you have this section where you go around the world and do objectives, and part Dungeon Keeper-esque game, in which you build dungeons, get economy, build units, and all that good shit. So as the shadow of unspeakably evil goes through the world, everything turns to...
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier. For the darkness! I mean, for the light! Sorry, I'm still in training.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature. But, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light.
If you go in the light, you take damage. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that much talking, but I enjoy this game a lot. I like Dungeon Keeper, although I'm not particularly good at it. And I like RTS games, although I'm not particularly good at them either. And I never tend to actually finish them, but I do enjoy these kinds of games. I just struggle with the whole finishing them bit.
The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers. As long as it wasn't in the light.
So, the shadow of unspeakably evil can...
The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
So I can just go through the light and I'm fine, I'm a human now.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with our last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate. The shadow's target was close, so close. Talia, the Dark Elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
Well, I don't know. I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
Yeah, all right. We'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square together. Follow me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
Okay. There's lots of, Lord of the Rings references and that kind of thing. It's very jokey. It's not supposed to be like a serious story. We will destroy the good. I can't get close in the light, obviously, so I'm just going to avoid and go around. You will come closer. You fuck. Turn around. Go on, that's it. Yes. I can possess... I have 50 attack power, but no actual, corporeal form, so I can't really do a lot. I'm gonna have to go get the Archmage. Excuse me. Please get out the fucking way. Thank you. Oh. That's,
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, King of the Dwarves, and I am used to the cold, dark tunnels under the mountains. I have no need of any stupid lamp shining into me eyes. Now I'm stuck with that damned pointy-eared... I mean, my good friend Tammos' foster daughter. Curse him. A dark elf is a dark elf, and nothing will change that. The girl will always be tainted. Should have cut her ears off when I had the chance. Enough chit-chat, men. You stay here and secure the area. I have to go check my invention. Stay alert. I can feel something evil lurking in the area. And it's not just that damn pointy-eared... I mean, that elf.
After this cliched monologue, Grimly disappeared into the darkness. The impatient evil shadow set off again.
of course. I will move and go and engage the enemy. With vigor. The soldiers here. A couple of blokes.
In the distance, one could hear the unbearably good bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes, with lanterns, began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have, if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
Of course.
To open this orphanage in the fatiguing light.
Hang on, I gotta hide over here.
I'm glad to see so many of you here of your own free will.
Okay. Shadow of Evil. This way, please. We're going to go around and just casually, possess her. Oh. Fucking legend does it again.
I am happy
Finally.
to see us all gathered
Finally,
here today
the time had
to
come,
open
and the
the
shadow of the
orphanage
passes in the slow lane evil was within range of Talia, the dark elf. The time had come for it to use its incredible powers to possess her for a short time.
Of our kind-heartedness and our bloodthirst, I mean our humanity. My dear father would be very proud were he with us today. He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What
did she say?
Die!
Kill them all.
I feel the power within me. Oh, it's over 9,000!
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia, the black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
I'm saying nothing about the fact that all of our fucking damage is leaked. Or over 9,000. For God's sake. Kill.
I'll tear you to pieces.
The Dark Elf raged through Twistrom's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clonking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the Dispatch Shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrom. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the minion-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, between the slaughterhouse and Mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself, with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds. Though he was aware that as a dark elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong.
So, as you can see, this one.
The shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen target. A dark elf named Talia.
I got the mission. I didn't let the shadow take any damage, but I didn't destroy 9 heroes with a firebomb.
Twistrom in ruins.
Here we go.
Talia, the dark elf, had turned to evil and laid the fatiguing library in ruins. Now she began to build a small power base in its vaults. Her first dungeon.
So I'll complete the mission, get 1,000 evilness, and complete it without losing more than 3 creatures. Got it.
Twistrom looked like the leftovers from a heavy metal concert.
What? What have I done? Oh no! I've fallen to evil again. Father will be beside himself. He was right when he said, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Although, in a way, it was fun to be evil. Burning things, pillaging, and showing those nasty goody two-shoes where the hammer hangs. They just look down at me anyway. My revenge will be terrible.
While Talia was delivering a typical villainous monologue, something happened around her. from the depths arose a pulsating crystal filled with the magic savvy evil's power. A dungeon heart. Not to be confused with those dungeon hearts from other games. We don't want to be sued again.
Hello, greetings. What seems to be your boggle?
Secret mental messages were exchanged between Talia and the mentally savvy evil's crystal. We could explain this in detail at this point, but that would require a 3-hour monologue on my part, and I am definitely not being paid enough for that.
Right then. I will make these people suffer for mocking me. Father's henchmen never liked me anyway, and always insulted me, calling me pointy-eared. It's time for my well-deserved revenge!
The game logic internalizing evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent need of destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I and an evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory loss, it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac.
Tanos must die!
Okay, so now we're in the dungeon section of the game where I have an economy. It's 1,000 gold, and the guys can pick up dirt and gold and whatever else I need. If I do this 7x7, they'll start digging that out.
The grandiose
loads of
evil's helpers
lads.
had not been idle. Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available.
So I can research now. So if I go, let's see, research.
The new improved research menu, TM, opened and gave an overview of currently available technologies. At the moment, the selection was still limited, but that would change. After all, this evil crusade had only just begun.
So I want to build a treasury. I've got a gobbler farm as well. I want to research a gobbler farm, and I want to research more creatures eventually, but first a hideout. Okay, so with my buildings, I need to make a treasury. I'm just going to take 100 per room tile. So they're going to go and grab the gold for me. Thank you, little snots. They're your little Goomba workmen. They're good. I like them. Treasury's going to be here. So we're going to build a little treasury. We're going to go 100 per tile. This is going to cost a bit. As they build it, it costs more. Oh, it cost me 25 gold per tile to make the treasury. But I can store 100 per room tile, so this can store 900 gold, is what they're telling me. Okay, so I can make this like a chicken farm. Let me clear this out properly. Hang on, I want to do that. There we go. Let's do that, and then some of that. So this makes it a nice big square. I'd also like to make a path through here so that they can go to the gold vein quicker without going through the middle. If you want them to hurry up, you can smack them about a bit, but I'm a good absolute evil. I don't abuse my workers. I have no interest in hurting my little friends. Okay, so you'll become better. They're working hard, which I am appreciative of. Now I can make this 7x7 eventually. 7 by 6.
Payday.
That can't happen. That isn't allowed. They'll break through that for me. Good. I have to get 1,000 evilness at some point too, which is this one. Make me my shit. Yep. As soon as they're done with this, they'll be making another thing again. It's basically like a chicken coop. And the shape dictates where these things grow. They'll start to move about, as you can see. They're changing their direction and orientation and all sorts. Okay, so this is a gobbler farm. 90% efficient. I'll take it. And then this hideout will be where people go to heal. Then if I want creatures, I'm gonna make a load of orcs because they're stronger. They tend to be stronger, and I like that. They have less damage, but they are stronger. So that's done. They're building some beds for me. The gobblers are being made, so when the guys need to go eat, which is like their need, they'll go and eat some lovely chicken. They're only building 3 beds because these guys needed beds to be done to sleep in. There's the lads. How many can I have? I can have 3 bunks here. The efficiency is low because I don't have the requirement to actually need all this space. The efficiency will go up once this starts to be used more. Okay, so I'd like to get more little snots because it makes life a lot easier. But not for now. We don't need to for now. There's Orlandok, look at him. The absolute unit. I forget how to... Here we go. You can put them in like a control group. Then cancel it. And then press R1 and pick them all back up again. There. So when I need to get them, I can just press 1 and get them all. A little bit more gold, I'll hire 1 more orc. And then they can go and dig gold to their heart's content. Eventually we will start getting attacked as well. There. So that's 1 more orckin.
Hey, keep your hands to yourself.
You as well. Get added to the control group. And now we're going to go and attack. So you put them over here, and they come out, ready to frickin' go.
Evil.
So in this mode, pressing 1 just selects them. You don't grab them, because grabbing them with the hand would be overpowered. So we're going onwards. We can't lose more than 3 orcs, or any creatures really, but a team of 6 or 5 should be good enough.
Blinding beams of light met the dauntless evil's creatures. They briefly squinted at the disgusting brightness. Finally, they grinned, satisfied. At last, they were able to carry the battle to the good people, and were not limited to protecting themselves in a dungeon, as is the case with other representatives of the genre.
Follow me, sons of Rohan. I mean, my vicious hordes. Let's get these tree huggers and wimps.
So I have no way of healing right now.
The armies of evil reach one of those disgustingly good places that had survived the destruction of Twistram. The ice-cold hand, I mean evil, would deal with it immediately.
Okay, so that's a HP potion. We can heal them a bit. So now we've got a like an actual squad. Kill the healers first.
Just wait.
Boom. Now focus on the next healer. Before she has a chance to heal. Okay. Then we're gonna go over here. Talia might get hurt a bit, but it's fine. We'll just attack, we'll just kite.
It's payday.
They get paid, they're happy. If we have money in the coffers and they can get paid, then they're pleased. If they can't, then they get very upset. Very upset.
The little town of Good was destroyed and turned into a hotbed of evilness. Cracks formed on the surface, and something, guess, evil rose from the depths. This evilness, in a practical spherical form, was the sweet lifeblood which flowed through the personified evil's veins. It stimulated the armies of evil and swelled their power. All this lofty blah blah without any impact on the game aside, it was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research. Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled it with power. New research was thus made available, which would help the dungeon to even greater power. The impatient evil immediately began to research something.
Okay, so now I've got some more money. I can get the Nagas.
The progress
is
addicted
real
evil
good.
had unlocked some new research and immediately set about trying it out.
What is going on here? I feel a disturbance in the force.
The deeds of the conspicuous evil and its henchmen had not gone unnoticed. As a matter of fact, even a blind man could see the destruction they left behind them. As idiotic heroes do, they sent out a small patrol to scout the area.
Move out, men. Have a look around and report back to me. While I would love to accompany you myself, I'm currently teaching myself to play the ukulele.
Talia can stay here
That's good.
and kill the squad as they come to attack. Can also make Talia do a little bit more damage, which is what I'll do. Can also increase our power, but I need more evil for that. Evil! Yeah, so I want Nagas because they can heal. They are essentially medics. Have very little health, but they are quite good at healing. Which I'm a big fan of. Right, now, we'd like to go through here. Just to see what's in there, mainly. Get some of this gold. We may need more hideouts eventually.
The Staggering Pony Tavern? By the goddess, I won't be getting any more roast pork there.
Yeah, they're coming. But Talia's ready. She's gonna kill him. Not to worry.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
So they're fighting. Spiders are going, but these lads, you should be able to fight him on your own. Kill them. Yeah, there's fighting in the dungeon, that's fine.
Tell me what to do.
A couple of more orcs will probably have to go and help once they're healed. Magduk, I need you.
Ouch!
Assist. You'll lead up. Bosh. Right, now you can go to bed. She'll heal up. She heals up over time because she doesn't sleep. You can see on the map where enemies are once they come into the circle of influence that you control. Right now, I can hire one Naga as a healer. And another. Need a bit more money. Just a little bit more. The reason why I need more money is so I can build more pits for these Nagas to sleep. Otherwise they get quite unhappy with you. If they have nowhere to sleep and nowhere to go, they get rather upset. Go over there, see what's that about. Go over there. Just dig a couple of straight lines over in each direction to see what's going on. It's usually nothing interesting, but
Dragons have nested in the underground.
excuse me? There's a fucking dragon lizard. Okay. Well. Squad. Gonna fight the dragon. Also gonna bring the Nagas into the squad too. Because they can heal. Very importantly.
Give me my orders!
There. So that's the squad of 8 now. You hold right click and you actually just drag them all down. I forgot about that. Let's get all the gold over here.
Payday.
Payday! Lose some gold, but that's fine. So I'd like to get a bit more energy. And more damage for Talia again. So she becomes quite strong. Sometimes there's like secret books and stuff. That's what I'm spending all my time doing. Like that, there. Dig that out. Oh my. There's a lot of gold here. Right. In the meantime, you lads, you go out there. I'll dig out this while we're gone. The money will just keep going up because it happens in real time on both screens.
Evil will triumph.
Okay, so we've got to go. That gets collected automatically over time. There's a book down here. Let's go get it. I want my 2 Nagas to stay at the back and not get murdered. Where are they going to head? I guess they'll head down here. That's fine. Ah, okay, they're going to destroy these blocks. Fine by me.
Oh no! The studio burned down, and I was going to come here tonight for Pilates.
You bastards, get back here. I'm not done. We have to go back and defend, because they'll attack the Dragonheart.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yes, I know. Gonna pillage my shit. As soon as they get in here, I can just pick them up and drop them off again. So, don't worry about that.
Bye-bye.
Hiya! Boom. Get back out there. In the meantime, I guess I'll research more men. So I can then hire more orcs to be like home defense. Makes sense to me. Just a couple of lads, you know.
Time
Right.
to take out the trash.
Okay,
Destroy
let's go back to get this book again. Because there's always a buff of some kind, and some of the buffs are really good. I don't know if there's like self-regen or whatever, that'd be the best thing. Engage, my minions. Fight. For evil. Right, so we can see the red bars filling up as people get hurt. As long as they don't attack the Nagas, we're fine. Okay. So. Right into the book. Where does the game want me to go to get through there? Oh, I can go up here. Okay. That's an apprentice, that's a mage. Big AoE damage.
and stay down.
Goodbye. I don't know how you know. Okay, I was wondering where I could see how many they can heal at once. It's one person per Naga. And they can ranged attack, but right now I'm just focused on healing and that's it. Right, so that's fine. Heal that guy up. Heal the last man up. There we go, such HP's going up. And then we'll go and get the book. Onward. We're fine for now. Any more fighting to do? Doesn't look like there's much more. There's these in the bottom left hand corner, you can see the exclamation marks. They're the points of interest that I have to destroy to win the mission. I'm trying to just wait to have 1,000 now. Life regeneration, fantastic. So I can make one of my orcs a regenerator, which is good because he, you know, it's good that he can regenerate. The evilest evil. Maybe I didn't need 1,000 all at once. Maybe I just needed to get 1,000 at any point during the mission. Payday! My men are happy. They're paid. They're looked after. I'm the best evil. I'm going to go around the bottom and then go up the top. Look at these absolute lads. Can you rename them? You can. Yeah. Hey! Listen to that. Piss off, mate. Orlandok's fine, he will regenerate on his own. Then they can heal each other. Then they can heal these guys, and that should be fine. In the meantime,
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
some people have attacked the dungeon, but if I go there and then send Squad 2 to go and defend it, where's Squad 2? Where's the other? Is he in the chicken farm? No, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. I only need 2 of them. Oh no, I didn't hire the other one. Durr. You're now
The
part of
second
Scott
island of
3.
the good was mercilessly overrun by the strategically savvy evil's hordes and turned into an evil island. Soon, more of that exquisite evilness would be bubbling to the surface. Excellent.
I don't know whether I
better than in
died.
Dungeons 2. Not that I'm out to plug it or its fantastic add-on or anything. I'd never do that.
I don't know if I lost a unit or not. I don't think so. Gosh. What's this book then? Increases the creature's armor level a little bit. I'll make this guy a little bit just tankier.
Command me.
Because if I was the enemy, I'd be attacking the healers. Because that's what makes sense. Healers are going to be, obviously,
The
the ones you want to kill.
evil here? Damn it all. How did that happen? Time to call out the heavy guns. Right, men. Get ready to attack in waves. Excuse me, sir. Wouldn't it make more sense if we attacked all at once? Where's the fun in that? Wave after wave. That's a strategy for real men.
Thanks to the enemy's limited tactical finesse, their destruction was virtually unavoidable. So it was time to decorate for the victory celebration, to get the beer and hire the orc dancers. Okay, maybe not all. I shudder at the thought.
They're going to be child's play. Leave them to me. I mean, hold them back and let them hit you while I deal with them.
Now you're talking. So now Talia's level 4. She can summon, like, the shadows. She's actually level 5, but she only needs to be level 4 for the shadows.
Showed him.
You will be destroyed. And all will laugh at you. Ha! You silly bitch. The shadows are dead. They'll be resummoned in a minute.
Tanos must die.
Go on. There you go, shadows. Begin the attack. You'll regret ever fighting me. But this is the part I like, because you're just, like, essentially invincible. Just this massive attacking force. Of course, it gets a lot harder. You start losing units and whatever. But in levels where you don't have to worry about losing units, you just send them to their deaths, essentially. Excuse me. I didn't know you were still alive.
We have conquered the last lair of good. Good is more or less destroyed. Ha! Good thing I switched sides.
In fact, the drooling evil had claimed all the evilness in these lands. Taking the rest of the camps would be a cakewalk. Easier stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple. My arse. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard. Not that I have any personal experience, of course.
The ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am.
Okay. Alright, so, back to the dungeon.
Father is gonna
Squad
be
3.
so angry. Do you really know what you're doing? You wanted to be good. You had dedicated yourself to the light.
Fantastic.
Stop and really think about your deeds.
Nah, mate.
Can you please just stop with the golem thing? We already had too many Lord of the Rings gags in the last 2 games. Enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut it, good me.
I'm getting life energy for days. Powerful. Exquisite. Attack him. Obviously we do slightly more damage too, but it's mainly the energy of life I'm interested in. You will be killed. See you in hell. Ha ha ha. I like how you can see on the map all the bits that have been turned dark as well. I don't know if they can be returned light. Probably they can. I had to guess, but I don't know for sure. Your cannons do not worry me in the least. I will fight everything there is to fight. Mainly for that sweet, sweet level, you know? Experience, don't mind if I do. Right, so they're getting a little bit demoralised. They want some food. Make no mistake.
Ouch! Ouch!
How dare you?
Take that, you worm!
Worthless. Worthless. This will go down in no time, do not worry.
Talia and the destructive Evil's army had succeeded in destroying Twistram and the surrounding area. Good no longer existed in this land.
Why? What the hell happened here?
Apparently, not quite all of the good guys were defeated. The Dwarven King Grimly, an old drinking buddy of Tanos the Paladin, was just touring the country with his exorbitantly large army to ensure everything was in order. Thank God, the foresighted Evil had provided for this contingency. The Dungeon Heart was charged with evilness and enough energy to act as a teleporter. For Talia, of course.
Ooh, good. Then all the best, brave warriors, and stop them! Right! I'm out of here.
With a plop, Talia dissipated and disappeared to a faraway and safe place. The rest of the sacrificing Evil's creatures looked astonished as their general fled, but only for a moment, as they already found themselves facing an unpleasant army of good.
This is the work of that damn pointy-eared wench. I always warned Tanos that those miserable dark elves couldn't be trusted. Criminals, the lot of them. But enough is enough. I'm going to find that shifty witch and use her ears as bookmarks.
Victory! Yes! Ha 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 ha! I mean, I haven't collected as much evil as them, but I did everything there was to do. 100%.
Twistram,
Thank
in
you.
ruins. Talia, the Dark Elf, had turned to the Gehenna Stones. After leaving the vestiges of Tristram, Talia set out for the Gehenna Stones. They served as seals to keep the demons banished in hell, where Tanos himself had exiled them. Her so-called Foster Fathers Act would soon be undone.
Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Please check it out on Steam if you like it. Link will be in the description, of course. Not sponsored, just doing my bit. And I will see you guys next time for Donkey Kong Country and other such things. Goodbye.